Welcome to my virtual presentation. I'm Dr. Kibet from the Center for Open Distance and E-Learning, Machakos University. The topic of my virtual presentation today is why study developmental psychology. What is developmental psychology? Developmental psychology is a scientific approach which aims to explain the growth, change, and consistency through the lifespan. Developmental psychologists study a wide range of theoretical areas such as biological, social, emotional, and cognitive processes. So why is developmental psychology important to teachers? It helps teachers to identify behavior problems and to bring about desirable changes in behavior of children or students and the society as a whole. Developmental psychologists help teachers know the potentialities of each student or a child in the class so that they may exploit them to the maximum for the benefit of the individual and the society. Developmental psychology will help the teacher to guide students or children and to understand why they behave the way they do. Developmental psychology will help teachers to make provisions for the development of whatever capacity children or students have by providing the appropriate experiences. Developmental psychology will help teachers to chart the rate of growth and development for a given child or student and to work with that rate. Other reasons include they help them make use of each stage of development by providing teaching materials, incentives, companions, and opportunities for the expression of behavior appropriate to each stage of development. They help them understand the psychological processes like maturation, motivation, socialization, learning, and so on, which are very important for teachers. Developmental psychology also will help teachers find solutions to questions related to instruction, discipline, behavior, emotional disorders, language acquisition, social development, moral development, etc. Developmental psychology will also help them to formulate realistic expectations for children or students to respond sensitively to actual behavior, recognize unusual developments, and understand the child. It also helps them to predict behavior. Developmental psychology also will help teachers control or change behavior. It will help them know the conditions necessary for the normal growth and development of the child. Developmental psychology is also useful as it will help teachers to provide a conducive environment for normal development and learning. It will also help them to understand and identify behaviors that place children at risk. Developmental psychology will create an environment that promotes the healthy development of children. In addition, developmental psychology will help teachers to teach effectively and to take into consideration the child's developmental readiness for learning. And finally, developmental psychology will help teachers to match their instruction to children's level of development and influence them on how to teach. Thank you very much. And we have been looking at why teachers need to study developmental psychology.